Was cracking everybody real quick. I just did a video. This is my second one for the morning. The first one, it is what it is. I'll probably release it. We'll see. But this one right here, I gotta be quick. My boss is gonna be coming any minute. I'm finally deciding to do my take on this prison integration thing. People ask me on my live. A couple other people have asked me. I stayed out of it. I think there's a lot of stuff out there, but here I go. So from my understanding, now, all of us are speculating to a point, right? But the CDC, the CCPOA, that's the guards union. If anyone thinks that they really give a fuck about rehabilitation and making better men and women through incarceration, you're sadly mistaken. All they care about is job security. So how do they ensure that they have a job a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? It's by instigating incidents, deadly incidents within those prison walls. And then using those incidents that they instigated to convince the public that these men and women, mainly men, need to be incarcerated. And the programs that have been put in place to give people incentive to program will be removed slowly but surely. And so look, certain groups back in the day, they've tried to remove disruptive groups, right? Maybe I'll do a story on that if you guys want more about what I'm talking about. But after the riot in Pelican Bay, there was a push by the CDC to do something major, and people caught wind of it. But anyways, my understanding is this integration thing is a focus, is supposedly going to target those individuals on the SNY side that are involved in the SNY gangs. From what I'm hearing, they've been validating them since like 2009. A validation for them is not the same as what it was in the past on the mainline, where if you were validated, you were going to be slammed down in the hole for the rest of your life. Recently, they let everybody out that was validated. But in my understanding on the SNY side, it was kind of, they're not recognized as part of the big four, right? They're recognized that as a disruptive group, but they were validating them as a disruptive group. Now, for them to do that, they had to have had a plan, right? And I believe what they're going to try to do is have those individuals that they have validated and integrate them. Now, here's the thing. The CDC, as we all know through the Corcoran wars, through the cockfighting gladiator days, whatever you want to call it, through Corcoran shoe, people that aren't validated on the SNY side as a gang member, but that they just don't like, I'm sure they're going to get caught up in that mix. There are people that were really like, members and validated associates of the big four that went SNY. My understanding is they cannot be part of the integration. That would open up the CDC to a lot of lawsuits. Also, I don't believe they would people that are sex offenders, high profile cases. There's certain things that the CDC knows they can't do as far as the integration because of lawsuits. But my thing is this. In Pelican Bay Shoe, the door policy, where there was an understanding and an agreement where if they opened the wrong door by accident, the way they were doing, you knew they were doing that because one of the dudes, or if not both of the guys whose door they accidentally opened, they wanted to kill or at least shoot. People understood that, and then there became an understanding where if they open the wrong doors, you step out. Hey, what's up? Unless somebody poses a threat, you didn't get off on each other. And um, I don't I don't see that being able to happen in this with this integration, but I would think I would hope that at some point um, people would understand that the CDC has an agenda and their agenda is treacherous. A lot of men are going to get killed. A lot of men are going to get hurt. But, it's like that ripple effect thing. Like when you get a pebble and you throw it into the pond, you see the rock go into the water and, makes that little splash, right? But then you see all those other little ripples. And the ripples are the immediate family of the men who are going to get killed and hurt. It's the community. It's their future family, nieces and nephews that they don't know or haven't met or aren't yet born. They're going to be affected by each one of these encounters that are going to happen in prison. In those ripples is also the community. Because if we're going to go back to allowing the CDC to do these type of experiments where they're housing men that are on each side, I'm sure, determined to survive, because that's what prison is. At the end of the day, it's self-preservation. So if you put adversaries in the same spot, somebody's got to die, somebody's got to go, somebody's got to lose, and somebody's got to win. But in their winning is also losing again, man. There is no winning in there. And keep in mind that a lot of these guys that are in these situations, they're going to return back into the community. And if we're going back to the old warehouse and make them savages and then release them back in the community is going to pay a steep price, because you're going to have people getting out that are angry, that are hurt. And like I've said before, hurt people. I think everyone watching this video, you need to open up your eyes and understand the CDC is never interested in making you a better person when you go in, making your loved one a better person. They're interested in making them worse and trying to get them to kill somebody in there or die in the process. So either way, somebody else got more time in his job security. They have zero cares in the world if that person actually is going to get out in 5 years and enter your community and do something to you or your son. So I got to go. My boss just pulled up. Hopefully this is a different angle and it provokes thought. Hopefully you guys watching will get at your assemblymen, your state senators, whoever, and let them know what the CDC is doing with this integration policy is not okay with you. And if they don't speak up to stop it, that you will not vote to reelect them. That's the power that you got. All right. Everybody be safe, be smart. Tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.